All right. So we have talked about insert, update, delete. The insert that we have done is for a single object. So for example, if you have just account data and you want to insert that. So inserting accounts only is a simple process. You just have to have the CSV, insert, and press enter. That's it. Job is done. Now, what if you have accounts and contacts both? So if you get a list of records where you have accounts and contacts, okay, against each account you have a contact. What do you do in that case? How do you insert accounts and contacts? Why I'm asking this is because if you try to insert the contact needs to be associated with a certain account, right? So you have to supply the value of the account. So first of all, what you have to do, you just have to go ahead and insert the accounts, and then you should insert the contacts. So just give me a quick moment. Let me see if I have any such file available which we can use. Just give me a quick moment. I'll just fetch the file. So here is the file. Let's say you get a file which looks like this. You have the person's name, you have the email ID, phone number, and then you have the company name, you have the phone number of the company, you have the website, street address, type I don't need, the country, city, state, zip, right? Earlier it was only account, so I was just inserting this much data. So this data only had to go into one particular table. So my life was easy. Now the challenge that I have is because this part of the record, what you see, this complete row has two records in fact. This is the contact record and this is going to be the account record, correct? So the account information, it should go to the account object, and contact information should go to the contact object. Now the data loader, as you must have noticed, that it allows you to insert data into one object at a time. It allows you to insert the data into one object at a time. So what you have, all that we have to do is we just have to prepare two files. We have to prepare an account file, and we have to prepare a contact file. Okay, a separate file for contact. And when you create the contact file, you should have, when you create a contact file, you should have the account information populated there, but that's secondary. I mean, I think we are going to look into the contact file later. So first thing which I'm going to start with is I'll just take the accounts and create an account file. Okay, so just save it. Okay, so that's basically the import file for accounts. Now we are ready with this. What do I need to get next is the account. Okay, so first of all, we'll import this file. Before I start preparing the file for contact, let me just import these records. So how are you going to do that? Emma, if you can give me the security token. You shared it with me last time. And the password also. So you can reuse the same security token. You don't have to generate it every time. Till the time you do not regenerate the security token, you guys will be able to use the same security token. Fine. I need the security token, not the verification code. Just go and regenerate the security token. Can you just do it a little fast? I'm gonna reset it for you. Please go and check your email. Did you receive it in your email? Okay. All right. So coming back to the data loader. So first thing that I have to do is I have to insert the accounts because that is the parent. Got it? So first of all, insert the accounts and then we will talk about inserting the contact. Now I'll just select account, I'll browse the file. This part is pretty simple, we all know. We did a few times in the last session. So we know that. So I'm just going to click on next. We will proceed. This will have four accounts. Create or edit map, auto match fields wherever possible, name, phone, website, billing, city, standardless, billing country, zip code, state, and street address. Okay, so all the fields are mapped. Click on OK, go to next. Yep, that is fine. I should click on finish. Okay, so all these accounts have got inserted successfully, right? And once you have inserted the account, you will receive the account IDs. You'll receive the IDs of the accounts that you inserted. Now let's go to the file once again. Now it's time for me to insert the contacts. Accounts we have already inserted. Now it's time for us to insert the contacts. So take a new file, put all the contacts. But against each contact, I need to give the reference of the account. This should be a child of which account, right? So in the reference field, what value do you think we should put? Should we put the account name or phone number or website? What should we put here?
ID.
Sorry, what is that?
Are we going with the ID?
Yes. So, but I don't have the ID. How do I get the IDs?
Saved to the directory, right? I think you can find the IDs in the directory.
Yes. So you basically can get the IDs from the file, the success log that you just got. Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Because initially my file did not have the IDs, but now since I've inserted the accounts, that success log has given me the IDs. Now I have the IDs, so let me just go and fetch that success log from today's 8th March, 7th March. This is the one. Okay. So these are the IDs that I need. Okay. So instead of account reference, I'm just gonna supply the account ID because this is the unique identifier for the account number, right? Instead of using the name of the account, why I'm not using the name of the account here? Because name is not the unique identifier field. There can be two accounts with the same name. So in that case, again, the record will get confused that under which account we have to create this contact. So for that reason, we supply the ID as the reference point for the account. Just go ahead and save it. Contacts, match, save it in CSV format. Right. So we are good. All that we have to do is we just have to go to data loader once again. Click on insert. This time select contact because this time I'm trying to import contacts. Browse. Where is the import file? Go to next. It will have 4 records. Absolutely fine. Create edit map. Okay. Post name. Next one. See, account ID has got mapped with account ID, email for first name, last name, phone number. Instead of this phone number, if you want mobile, you can take that as well. Okay. Now click on OK. So this field is important. Rest everything is normal. Just that in the account ID field, you have to give the IDs of the accounts. Then click on OK. Go to next and finish. So we have 4 successful inserts. Okay. If you see in this success log, we have account ID field and we have a contact ID field also. These are the IDs of the contacts which we just created. So give me a moment. Let me just log in into the account Salesforce org and see. One minute. Okay, Srilata, please check if you have received a verification code in your mobile. Please give it to me. 76969. Thank you. Okay. So we created 4 different accounts and then we created the contacts under them. So let's see if things got created properly in the Salesforce all. Let me go to the account in this week. Okay. We can go. So this is the account that I created just now. And under this I created a contact also. Let me see if the contact also got created. Yes. See, under that account there's a contact also got created. And that's what we wanted. If I go to my file here, so I wanted to create this contact under the account accounting and finance person. So under this company I wanted this account to be created. Under career transition I wanted to create Jagdish Kalyan. So let me see what created on this name, career transition centers. So career transition centers. Under this you have this gentleman created. Got it? So this is how you basically, in case you have data, a lot of times you will have this kind of data, which is related to some other objects data. Then, firstly, we have to insert the parent records, generate the IDs, take the reference of the IDs, and supply it in the child record file. So that's how the process should be. All right. Now, next is export. Exporting basically means taking the data out of Salesforce and taking it into an Excel or a CSV format. So there are several reasons why you would want to do an export. Why would I like to take the data out of Salesforce? The reason can be, some simple reasons as simple as like taking the data backup, or there can be sometimes the requirement of doing some sort of data cleansing activities. Like you want to perform a cleansing activity in which you want to just make sure that you take out the data, uh, do some sort of cleansing activity and put it back, right? One more reason for you to use export can be sometimes you want to do some sort of reporting. You just want to take out some part of data out in into Excel or something, and then you want to prepare charts and things like that. Okay, so that can be one reason. And there is one more reason why you might want to do export, the one that we have been doing so far. Every time we perform an update operation or a delete operation, we need the IDs, right? So far we have been dealing with the same set of records which we insert and we perform the delete for the same set of records. So the IDs are there in the success log. But let's say if I tell you that go and delete all the records from Canada. Now, how are you going to do that? How will you know the IDs of all the records from Canada? Right? So the requirement can be like this, right? So in that case, just to get the IDs also so that you can perform a bulk operation, you will have to perform an export, right? So export can be useful, one for data backup, second for data cleansing activity, third for taking out the IDs, fourth for reporting. So four very important reasons for using data export. It's the simplest thing. You just have to go to the export button, whatever you want to export. Let's say you want to export the accounts. You have to pick a target location where exactly you want to save the export file. Here we do not need the import file. Here we are going to get an export file. So where do you want to save the export file? You have to just pick the target location. So, okay, this is the target location. Then go to next. It says this file already exists. I'll replace that file, no problem. And then you just have to select what all fields you want to export. For account, there are so many fields. Do you want all the fields, or do you just want the IDs, or do you want some other fields? So let's say I need ID, name, and I need industry. Okay, I need phone number. So you choose what all fields you need. Industry, revenue, number of employees. Which all fields you need, you should pick from here. Do you need records with some specific criteria? That needs to be defined here. The way I said, I just need all the records from Canada, or I need all the records from UK, or I need all the records from a particular industry. So that thing can be defined here. So you can say, show me all the records where industry not equals to. Okay, and then click on finish. So what all fields you need, you select here. Um, what criteria you want to put, you put here, and then you just click on finish. Do you want to proceed? Yes. Okay. 19 successful records were extracted. So all these records have got extracted from the export. So if you want, you can go to your Excel and you can open that file. And it was extract. This one. Yeah, this one. Correct. No, not this one. This one is the wrong file. Where did I save it? Name type. So we want phone, website, and industry. This and this. All these fields I need. I'm gonna put a condition also here. That is not equals null. Add condition. Finish. Yes. Okay. Now let's go and see if the file is correct. Yes. So this is the file. See, this is the file that we just exported. It has the name, phone, website, industry, annual revenue, number of employees. All the fields are there. Alright, so now you got the IDs. So this way you can actually fetch the IDs also. If you want to do some sort of analysis on your data outside Salesforce, you can take out the data for that. You just want to keep a backup, you can do that, right? Or if you want to perform a cleansing activity, let's say you just want to, make sure that you want to clean all these HTTPs and all these things. So you can just, come to Excel and clean this. See? So that's what, some sort of these activities sometimes are required and you can do that. And then you can just go ahead and update this file. Because it already has the IDs, you can just update all these records. After making some changes in the database, you can again go back and update these records. Right. Now, Upsert. What is an Upsert? Upsert is basically a combination of insert plus update. Sometimes what happens, you have a few records to update and you have a few records to insert, right? So you may have a situation where you have some records to be updated and some records to be inserted, right? So Upsert will allow you to do that. For example, if I take this file, I have these records which need to be updated. For example, let me say, okay, and I also have some new records which need to be created. Let's say I want to create these records. Okay. If you look into this file is a combination of new records as well as existing records. So I have a few new records. I have a few new records. At the same time, I have a few existing records which are already there in the system. Okay, how do you understand? The ones which are already there in the system have the IDs for them, and the ones which are not in the system, there is no ID populated in front of it. Right? Now, if you perform an insert operation, then insert operation should ideally be for this. If you perform an update operation, that will be only for these records. And Upsert will allow you to perform both the operation at once, which means the records which are already there, they will get updated, and the ones which are not there, they will get created, they will get inserted. All right. So I'll just save this file. I will Upsert file 8000H and save. Let's go and perform the Upsert operation. Let's go and select Upsert. In Upsert, select account, go to browse. Here it is. Go to next. Okay. So which field you want to use for matching the records? ID field by default it is selected, no problem. Then just go and do the field mapping. And we'll, okay. So first of all, auto match and see whatever has matched is proper. And remaining things we can map manually. Billing city, billing country, state, street, and zip code. Yep. Click on OK, go to next. Finish. You want to proceed? Yes. Okay. So in the 11 successful upserts, 4 errors. Okay. Which all records had errors? Let's see that. Okay. These records got updated. These records had error. These error. Okay. These records had error, duplicate alert. Okay, because these records were already created. So we created those records earlier. So for that reason, it gives you the duplicate alert. Okay, I think I took the same names. So that's a problem. Otherwise, it would have inserted those records. Correct. So how an upsert is working. Let me know if anyone has any question or doubt here so far.